Hello, everybody. My name is Gwillem. I am the creator of Cyberpunk Noir, and today I'll be running a demo game, a short demo game lasting about an hour, to give everyone a idea of what the game is like to actually play. I'm here with my two friends, Grace
Hello.
and AJ,
Howdy, y'all.
who will be the players, and we join them as their adventure is beginning. Grace is playing a professional driver named Sparky, with several underground championship races under her belt. Big car girl energy.
Damn right.
She and her partner Overclock, played by AJ, run a private investigator business, Grey Hat, where they take on private investigator jobs and small-time crimes, like today, where they are stealing something.
Looking forward to it.
Overclock is a professional hacker and private investigator. And today they have been hired by a mid-level corporate executive in transmetalloid biotechnology to steal a very fancy car. The car is a Valkyrie Hover sports car, a limited edition model. Only 5 have been produced in the world, with a tuned engine and plated with gold-flecked polycumulene armor. The car is owned by a rival executive and is being stored in this multi-story parking garage. The Corp is paying handsomely for this job, 1,500 bytes each, and has given our players a tip that the guard manning the barrier is prone to taking bribes, sorry. So they have been given a 1,000 byte down payment to bribe the guard with. And Sparky has the bribery etiquette talent to know the ins and outs of how to give bribes subtly. So we join as our two are approaching the hut.
Alright, so, first thing to know is that, if we can bribe this guy with less than the full grand, we get to keep it. So, yeah, it's good to keep in mind. Second thing, you can't just look at a guy and know his price. A lot of people, they like to play that sort of thing close to the vest. I mean, wouldn't you?
Indeed.
Also, Quill, sorry to interrupt here, but Overclock has bribery etiquette on his character sheet as well.
Oh, does he? I don't remember the characters that I made literally 10 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, you both know how to do bribery etiquette.
Yeah, good, we can tag team him.
Yep. So, what's your approach? The guard is sitting in the hut at a computer terminal, reading the news on a tablet.
Well, might as well go for the straightforward confidence trick, as they say. Yeah, you walk fast, you carry a clipboard, or you look covered in grease enough, you can get in anywhere. So, I don't... Sparky's internal monologue speaks in her voice, I guess.
Doesn't everybody's?
That's a good point, Gwillem. That's why you're in charge.
Yay.
So, start off swinging with hey, listen, one of these corpos wants me to get in and they work on that car before work lets out. It sounded urgent, some kind of, oil leak or a nuclear battery going critical. I forget what they said over the phone, but it sounded dangerous.
Roll lying, please.
Yeah, gladly. Yee-haw!
Oh boy, that does sound urgent. We don't want a nuclear explosion in the parking lot. You guys better go in right quick.
Hey, thanks, Yogi.
The guard hurriedly opens the barrier and lets you in, and it didn't cost you a bite.
Hey, Sparky's gonna go for a high five.
Just
overclock,
don't celebrate
presumably.
too early there, Spark. I doubt the prize we're looking for is here on the ground floor anyway. Gotta find it first.
But now I don't know what to do with my hand. Yeah, if I were a ridiculous expensive car, where'd I be parked?
Alright. There are numerous cars parked all around you. Ramp up over here. some vending machines over here, and the lift is over here.
I figure we'll know the car when we see it, yeah?
Yes, it's bright flecked in gold.
These corpo types don't know a thing about subtlety. All we gotta do is find out which area of the garage has the most security. Floors up or floors down? My wages, floors down. Further in the basement you go, the harder it is to get in and out.
There is no basement to this parking garage. It's 3 stories, and you're on the ground
fair
floor.
enough. See,
Well, that settles that then.
Yeah, see, I would have figured that, if you're some corpo type, you don't want to be, well, on one hand, you don't want to be, right by the entrance, but you also means you don't like to drive and you don't like to walk.
I figured they'd have a driver.
Yeah, it's a good... Why do you have a fancy car if you ain't gonna drive it yourself?
It's mostly about status symbols with these pricks.
It is indeed, and Overclock, I believe you have Knowledge Corporations. Would you please roll it?
Alright, that's a hobby level, so it's a D8.
Height is very much a status symbol in the corporate world. The higher up you are the corporate ladder, the higher in the mega buildings you work. The highest executives commuting via hover car and skybridge and never even seeing a street level. So for this kind of status symbol, you'd think they'd want to park it as near to the skyline as possible.
Well, fair enough. Never understand how these corpo goons think.
It's all about
lift or stairs.
Well, guess we're going climbing.
Up the ramp.
Might as well, yeah, because it looks like there's a lift operator over there. No, I don't want to deal with that guy.
There is a guard, a MRT shield.
Yeah, I gotta give my silver tongue a break.
Right.
Wouldn't want it to tarnish.
Heading up.
Not if you want.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you head up to the second story of the parking garage. Patrolling around here is a Black Lagoon runner. Corporate soldiers, specially trained in parkour. He is clearly suspicious of the 2 grease monkeys in this very fancy corporate multi-story, and keeps an eye on you as you walk past.
I think Sparky's gonna absolutely play up the, I'm here to fix something, maybe making sure there's some grease rubbed on her face, holding a wrench.
A hydro spanner. It's a hydraulic spanner. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know tools.
In the future... Wait, you still use a regular wrench? No. In the future, wrenches are wet.
As long as he's not stopping us, let's just continue up and up.
No, definitely eyeing you suspiciously, but not stopping to question you.
Yep. Eyes forward, look like you know where you're going. Eyes on the prize.
On the top floor multi-story, there is another Black Lagoon runner, and you see your prize over in the upper left-hand corner. A slick Valkyrie sports car, all sharp angles and sleek curves. A tinted black window, and the body flecked with pure gold.
There we go. There's our time bomb.
Not really feeling like a chase today. That's not the character accent I was using earlier.
What, you didn't slot in your skill chip correctly? Come on.
I'm just saying, maybe if we could prevent these so-and-sos from triggering the alarm in the first place, it'd be a lot better than outflying a couple of cruisers.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Come on, let's go fix this guy. That's what we're here to do after all.
Sparky momentarily went from the Bronx to Southern Belle.
Well, I do declare, I'm just here to fix this little old auto machine.
On a machine. Character voices. So anyway, what's your approach?
Come on, I got a sensitive side. What's it do you?
If I were a professional voice actor, then boy, sure would I be one. But I am not.
Nope.
I think Sparky's gonna keep up with what's worked so far. You know, I think you're here to fix the car. You know, walking across the room, talking to yourself about parts and labor and carburetors. And these corpo types can't even take care of the nice cars. What's the point of having them? You're not gonna treat them right.
Yep. As you start approaching the most expensive car in the building. By the way, this car sells on the market for 500,000 bytes. The runner is going to start walking quickly towards you.
You better hope the corpos keep finding reasons to buy expensive cars, or you're gonna be out of a job.
Yeah, don't really gotta like it though. Hey, buddy, can I help you?
Yes. May I ask what precisely you two are doing here?
What?
Well, I'm
Okay.
here to read the computer to see what the air code is. She's here to fix the air code.
Yep. Listen, I got a call from some corpo dingus telling me this machine here ain't doing so hot, and they'd like it fixed before they drive out of here today. Capiche?
Would you both roll lying, please?
Tarnished.
I'm gonna need to see some papers before I just let you poke around with one of the vehicles.
I think Overclock's doing good though.
Yes.
Pat his torso and pockets and shit. Must have left him. Alright. Well, fool me then. I'll take you down to the van and show you what I got.
Please do. And are the two of you heading back towards the barrier?
See, I figured.
I am.
Yeah. See, I figured. I figured Overclock and our friend here would leave, and then Sparky could manage to hang back. I don't know if that would work, but she's gonna try it.
All right. He's
As we pass by one of these pillars, just sort of, don't keep following us.
Yep. He's expecting you to follow. He is focused on following Overclock, but that's going to require a stealth roll from you, Sparky, which I believe is a D6.
Yeah, it's not something she's exactly good at, but
Well, maybe I can assist with it if I have something distracting.
You can indeed.
you love to see it.
Oh.
I'm the sneakiest dame alive.
And if you want to help Overclock, you can roll Charm to just keep talking.
Oh, dang.
Everything's coming up green.
The runner is busy making small talk with Overclock, bad-mouthing the boss, and doesn't notice Sparky sticking behind at all.
Well,
You'll understand we couldn't actually afford to park the van in the actual parking garage, but we found an alley out back where we keep all our tools. Paperwork should be in there.
Alright, let's just be quick about it. I'm not supposed to leave my post.
You got friends in here?
Co-workers. So, it's not going to be long before those two are where the runner expects the van to be, but you have a few minutes to work Sparky, and I'm guessing Overclock is going to do something nefarious to that guard anyway.
I do have a gun.
You do indeed.
Yep. Sparky's gonna get over there and try and hotwire that car.
Alright. You're going to need to break in first.
Oh, fair enough.
You've got carjacking and hot wiring sticks. Carjacking gets you in the car. Hot wiring gets it to move.
All right, well, let's get in this car. She, rolls up her sleeves, gets her tools ready, and says something about, hey, I could do this blindfolded, but
Roll carjacking,
I'm on the
please.
clock. Hey, lucky 7.
You could indeed do it blindfolded. And within 2 minutes, you're sitting in the plush. If you unless you're sorely mistaken, this might even be real leather interior.
She lets out like a sort of not. She is taken by surprise by how soft this is. And like, this is nice. I can get used to this. Almost don't want to sell it.
So, as I'm walking out with my tail here, can I turn on my EMF scanning software and try to detect their cybernetics?
You sure can.
What do they got?
Let's find out. I have a document for generating random cyberware.
Which, if the Kickstarter reaches its stretch goals... Actually, we could probably just include that normally, yeah?
Yeah.
Just think, you at home could have access to this very good spreadsheet.
Yeah. I'm working on making it a bit more polished, but I am loosely planning on including some of my my CM aids for all backers. But that's still up in the air. Depends if I can get them to a polished state that I'm happy with. So no promises as of yet, but keep an eye on the campaign.
Fair enough.
All right. This guard has a prestidigitation implant, EMF optics, and bionic lungs.
Oh, bionic lungs. Those are horrible if you shut them down.
Yep.
And I'm a hacker.
You sure
I
are.
love the idea of this. I love the idea of this guy's like doing magic tricks in his spare time.
You don't know what his dreams are, Grace.
Well, that's the problem. Is like I in my head, this guy's like a magician. Like he wants to be a close-up magician or something, and like I empathize with that. I feel kind of bad for him. But luckily Sparky's not there.
Yeah. So once you've got him in the alley, he's gonna ask, "Where the hell's the van?" And then you're gonna shut down his lungs, right?
Yes.
All right.
So...
That is hacking plus the decryption of your deck.
It's like... 12 plus a D8. Ooh. I've seen better.
Ooh.
Beans.
Yeah, that is not enough. Now, because his cybernetics have no cybersecurity, you don't actually set off any sort of alarm. He's not aware that you just tried to hack him. But you did just lead him to a deserted alley. So he's getting aggressive, asking, what the hell is the big going on here? Where's the van? Were you just trying to get me out of there? Hey, where's the other one?
Oh my God, my van's been stolen, and also my friend.
Shit. Well, we still have the bribe that we didn't give the first guard. Try it now. One hand on the cash, the other hand on my my weapon.
Alright. You've already got this guy in a bad mood, so this is going to require a charm roll to convince him to take the bribe.
Now, what do you say about my friend Cyber Benjamin Franklin, huh?
Also, how much money are you offering? That's going to make a difference.
We're at a pretty stressed point. Let me try this. I don't know what you're talking about. I got the van right here. And I'm gonna pull out 800 bytes.
Alright, roll charm.
Which is of course in Cyberpunk slang called a van. You see.
My charm skill is a D10. Oh no.
Beans.
He smacks the money out of your hands, goes for his stun baton, and you have a split second to react before he clocks you upside the head.
Get his ass.
Well, fill him full of lead if nothing else works.
Flat
But-
Buddha bing.
I don't think I have a silencer, so this is definitely going to cause some amount of trouble.
Also, I don't think fast is very high in your keywords. I'm just checking now.
Middle tier.
Yeah.
Low middle.
He's a professional runner, so he's a lot faster on the draw than you, I'm afraid. And
Well, he's going for a bonk and I'm going for a bang, so
yep.
I might be slower on the draw, but if mine takes better, then
Yep, well, he rolled a natural 10, so you don't even get the gun out of the holster before he's clocked you upside the head with a stun baton. Your ears ring and your muscles spasm as you fall to the ground, and by the time you've regained your senses, you're already handcuffed. The runner is calling in what's happening back to his colleagues at the multi-story, and no doubt telling them to hunt down Sparky. Well, that does mean for a moment he's not looking directly at you, as he's focused on his HUD. And unless I have forgotten how I built these characters again, you have an escape artist shtick.
I do have an escape artist shtick at a D10. So an 8 to try to wiggle my way out.
These are bog standard PMC handcuffs, decently sturdy but shockingly easy to break out of if you know the trick, and you know the trick. You silently free your hands and get your gun out of its holster before the runner has noticed.
It is ass.
I gave AJ a little extra on that roll with A, doing it completely silently, and B, getting his gun out of his holster, because that's a very good roll. And the higher you roll, the cooler you look and the more you achieve.
I think I'd like to go after his lungs again, if I have a moment to try.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can't call in if you can't breathe.
Roll
That's what
hacking
they
plus
teach you in
encryption.
word talk. That's what they teach you in word school.
Ooh, that's very good. He actually physically can't beat that. So the virus takes, so now he risks suffering cybernetic rejection, but there is still a % chance for every cybernetic that a possible cybernetic rejection will result in nothing. So now that virus has taken, he's actually got a 50% chance of his lungs collapsing, and a 50% chance that nothing will happen. And his lungs collapse!
Yay!
So before the runner can tell his colleagues that there's somebody else in the multi-story, his breath suddenly leaves him, and he drops off of the comms, gasping for breath.
Let's see.
This would be a good time to swing by in the car and pick you up.
If you can get out, maybe. But, I'm wondering if I can't do anything with that dropped comm. I don't have any way to impersonate his voice, though. But that being said, the comms don't have, like, IDs to them. They're probably general walkie-talkies, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to grab his off the ground while he's gasping for air.
It's in his HUD, it's on his face.
Well,
You can try and snatch the glasses off his face, but he's definitely going to notice that.
he's busy trying to breathe, so... Either that or I could put a bullet in him while he's defenseless, but... Either way, I need to get my hand on that, radio. As I would like to, start shouting about how I've got eyes on them and they're headed X direction, and just give the wrong direction.
Alright. That will be a lying roll. Alright. You shout the wrong directions, claiming that you have eyes on the perps in the direction of the runner's HUD. But he manages to gasp out a correction, even through his collapsed lungs, that, no, I've got this one. There's another one in the garage.
This guy is impolite.
He sure is.
I don't like him so much.
Meanwhile,
I was sympathetic to him before when I thought he was a close-up magician, but now he's just being rude.
Yep. Meanwhile, Sparky, you have been hot wiring this car.
Damn right.
Roll hot wiring, please.
Gladly. Ah, beans.
That is going to set off the car alarm, and the runner from a floor below you comes sprinting towards the sound of the alarm.
Yeah, shit.
He's closing the distance fast, and you've got one more chance to get this thing running before he's right on top of you.
Yep. Alright, come on, all the marbles. Let's go.
You can do it.
Hey! I'm invincible! Let's go, Mets!
You get the motor running like a dream. Now that you're controlling the car, I'm going to delete your piece and give you control over the car.
Alright. That feels beautiful under your feet. I am never leaving this car.
You peel out of the parking space just as the runner rounds the corner, and he draws his handgun and runs directly for the car.
She's just gonna run over him. Like, the car's basically bulletproof, right?
Yep.
It's covered in armor.
It's covered in polycumulene armor. The only weak point is the windows, which are still reinforced.
Yeah, like, she's just gonna step on the gas and hit this guy.
Roll driving, would you please?
Gladly. Phew.
I treated that as an opposing roll. The runner is trying to hop up onto the car, cling to it, and threaten Sparky through the window. But Sparky rolled significantly higher. So the runner leaps up onto the hood of the car and gets completely bodied. He is knocked to the side as you roar past. You don't see him get up. He's probably alive, but with several broken bones, given the weight that just hit him.
I look both ways before crossing the street, huh? Come on.
You peel down the ramps towards the gate, but you can see at the barrier there is an alarm going off, and the barrier is down.
Is this a hover car or a regular wheelie type car?
This is a hover car.
How much distance is could I fly the car over the barrier?
It'd be a tight fit. You'd probably scratch the paint.
It's beautiful paint, but it's just paint, right? They can be paint.
Yeah, I mean, it is flecked with gold, but, you know.
Because, like, it's either that or, like, smash through the barrier, and that's going to cause more damage.
Yeah. Alright, roll a...
That or, like, shout, for the love of God, open the thing, come on! It's going hot! Or, like, if she could, like, call ahead to the booth, Hey, come on, this thing's about to blow, come on! Open the thing! Go, go, go!
That call is going to fall on deaf ears. You were in clear sight of a camera when you stole this car, and the guard knows full well that you stole it.
And I'm trying to get out of the...
for those next time.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Look, I'm trying to get this thing out of here before it blows up. I'm being a damn hero.
You're gonna have to roll driving to skirt the barrier.
Yep. There's a lot more action movie anyways.
Yeah.
Nobody told Sparky what kind of movie she's in. She thinks she's in The Fast and the Furious. I
Or as it's
hear
known in
the new,
Cyberpunk, the Speedy and the Enraged.
I hear I get to go to space in the next one.
Ooh.
Ah.
Alright, that is quite a good roll. You effortlessly slide the car in between the barrier and the roof. You get a little scrape across the roof of the car, but nothing too bad. But then you are lit up by this homunculus turret.
She winces when she hears the paint scraping, like, she apologizes to the car, like, sorry, old girl.
You're actually going way too fast to get hit by the turret as well. You have put the pedal to the metal, and you are out of its effective range by the time the homunculus turret has picked up your presence.
Yeah, hell yeah. The challenging part is I do have a friend I gotta pick up.
Yes, you head towards where Overclock is, but he still has a runner to contend with. The runner is still struggling to breathe, but he has gotten to his feet and is adopting a fighting stance. You're still in close quarters, and he has a Widowmaker shock baton.
Hey, is there do I have anything on me that, like, could act like a rope or, like, a ladder or something? Like, something I could dangle out the window, have my friend grab onto, and just carry him away?
I get
Cool as hell, but
Like a length of chain, maybe?
I get kind of a rockabilly, punk rocker vibes from Sparky. I can imagine you having like a length of chain as part of your clothing.
Yeah.
He'll go roaring past with the length of chain and out the window.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, hey, come on, grab on! Let's go!
Alright. There is going to be at least one combat exchange first, so this runner is getting ready to... he's going to try and flip over your head to get behind you, then clock you in the back of the head with a stun baton. What do?
I think I want to go full defensive on this one. So, I'm not necessarily great at hand-to-hand combat, but little good at body language and cold reading. Maybe I can sort of tell by the stance he's adapting that that's what he's trying to do, and sort
Absolutely, roll body language. Alright, that's generally a baseline success as a 4, so that's not going to go great, but you do see the attack coming. Which
see the attack coming, but I don't know if I'm fast enough to get out of the way.
I'll give you a chance to get out of the way. I'll give you a D8, despite not having any relevant shticks to hop out of the way.
Oh no.
Alright.
Beans.
The guard is struggling to breathe, so this kind of aerobics is going to put a hell of a strain on him as he flips over your head, but he does manage to do it, and spins around, sort of lightly conks you on the back of the head with a stun baton. It's not a hard blow, but it's enough to send you into spasms for a turn. While he catches his breath, he's gonna take that opportunity to drop his stun baton, draw his apex hand cannon, and tell you to get on your knees. It is at that point, just as your senses clear, that Sparky comes rushing past with a chain dangling out the window and yells, "Get in, nerd."
So is Sparky above this? Is that the idea?
I kind of imagine you running past the alley at ground level.
And I was the train probably isn't that long. I was imagining like the helicopter escape, grabbing onto the ladder and flying away, but she probably doesn't have enough material for that. I mean, if she could airlift him out, that would rule, but
Okay, on our list of things to do next time. Check for security cameras. Come with grappling hooks.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, if she was on ground level, she could just draw a gun and point at the runner.
What do you want to do? Stop and draw a gun, or chain out the window?
You know what? He's telling me to get on my knees. I think that might not be a bad idea, because if I get down to, say, 3 feet head height above the ground, and he's standing at 5+ feet head height above the ground, and the hover vehicle can hover at various heights.
Ooh.
Yeah, like you can shoot in there without having to worry about hurting anyone important.
So, yeah, I will comply with my instructions.
Alright. And what's Sparky doing? Going for the gun, or just ramming into the poor bugger?
Well, if she runs into the guy, there's a chance he'll like fall onto Clacky. I think going for the gun's the right option here. Just right for the head.
Alright. The guard is blindsided by the car suddenly pulling up and a gun being pointed at him, so he can't do a hell of a lot to get out of the way. He's standing still, and you have a D12 and handguns.
Ah, beans.
But you still miss.
It happens.
You stopped suddenly, it jerked your hand, it happens to everybody. But he is going to take his eyes off of Overclock to the person actually pointing a gun at him and try and shoot Sparky through the window. You're behind a pretty decent cover with the car door, which is pretty much impervious to gunfire. So this is going to be and he's still breathing hard. So this is going to be a tough roll for him.
Yeah, and while he's distracted, Sparky doesn't really have to shoot back. Yeah, she might, but honestly, all she has to do slink down under the car door, let this guy shoot over her head, and hopefully give Clark the chance to, bonk him or shoot him or whatever.
Yeah, he completely fumbles the roll. He actually drops his gun while he's gasping for air.
Well then. Let's, punch him square in his, genitals and run towards the car.
Alright. Roll a d6 for brawling. You punch him real hard in the dick. He crumbles over in pain. You get in the car and speed off.
Hey, you love to see it.
Alright, Spark. Bad news? He definitely called somebody in. So, I don't think our night's over just quite yet.
Yeah, well, there's worse places to be than this particular getaway car,
Yeah. Let me see what I can do with the traffic signals.
What'd you do to that guy, by the way? He looked like he was having a bad time.
Where did I put the car? There it is. Okay, you should be looking at the new Mason City map now.
Yeah. The greatest city in the world.
Alright, and the car is right here. You should both be able to control it. And, and there is a shipping container, where you're, meant to, dump the car, where you'll get paid, which is, on the, towards the south end of the Enclave. Select the ruler. Way over here.
Well, we gotta work it out for us.
It is that small pink square in the lower right. Alright.
Well, shall we?
So you are in the plush, real leather interior of an extremely expensive sports car, roaring through the streets of New Mason City. What do?
Let's get driving, shall we?
Yep. And Overclock is making sure every light's a green.
Well, so I'm thinking about that. The security firm will definitely... They don't care about lights. They'll just blow straight through them. And and I imagine we might do the same as well. So turning all the lights... I think I want to try to turn lights green so that cross-traffic sort of cuts off tails that are chasing us.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as we pass through a light, it turns green for the other direction.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Or maybe even slightly moments before.
All right. And keep in mind, you are in a hover car, so you can take to the skies. But the higher up you go, the more security presence there will be. You know, there aren't
Yeah,
a lot.
what-
There aren't a lot of PMC patrols down here at street level. But once you go up the mega buildings, there are plenty.
Well,
Yeah.
first things first, let me get into this particular vehicle's AI control and just make sure that it can't be overrided or nobody's tracking us.
All right. Roll hacking plus decryption. All right. The AI is in fact reporting back to its owner's HUD and has informed its owner that it's been stolen. But you can just shut off the AI now.
Please do.
Hey, good call.
AI is off.
Yeah. Self-tattling cars. What'll they come up with next?
Next, Sparky, please roll driving and overclock. Roll hacking for the lights.
Gladly.
Same roll. Worst result.
Lucky sevens. What can I say?
All right. Sparky goes roaring through the streets. Overclock blocks off the side streets as you roar past them. As you pass through the corporate center, you do indeed pick up a tail. Two PMC cruisers and a Vanguard APC. Though they are delayed momentarily by the sudden flow of traffic, but then they just fly over it.
Damn it. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Worth a shot.
It's the thing about driving a one-of-a-kind car. There's no way that we're ever gonna be able to lose them.
Well, you don't have to lose them. We just gotta be faster.
You do
And I
indeed,
can
and
be
you're
faster.
the fastest car on the planet. And Sparky is a very good
Oh.
driver.
It's your department, then.
This is so my department. They're calling my name over the loudspeakers. Telling me to come to the cash register because some old lady's trying to cash a check. We haven't had checks for like the last 500 years. We still have department stores in the future, right? Otherwise, that
Yes.
was a really weird joke.
Yes, there are department stores in the future. They are just as soulless as they are in the modern world. Oh.
Some things never change.
Alright. So, Sparky, you're trying to lose your tail. Roll driving, please.
Gladly. Again?
Yep. Six. Alright. You gain a good deal of ground on both cruisers. But the Vanguard begins catching up to you and gains a bit of elevation. It appears to be trying to fly above you.
Hey, does this guy have a sunroof?
It does.
Crap.
Hey, Clark, you want to try to shoot up?
See if I could hit some of their hover plates, maybe? Sure. Let's see here. My shooting skill is a profession in SMGs.
Yep.
That's a D10.
Sure is.
Try to knock out some of those hover plates.
Alright, that's going to be a minimum 10-round burst, and a hell of a shot! You spray 20 rounds of fire across both front hover discs and knock them out. The car front flips, hits the ground in front of your car, flips over the Valkyrie, lands roof down in front of you, and Sparky is going to have to take evasive maneuvers to avoid hitting the wreckage.
You did your job too good. What can I say?
Roll driving, please.
Hey, you
Sparky.
never make it easy for me, do you, Clark?
Gotta keep your skills sharp. Things get too easy, you'll get lazy.
Sparky drifts around the wreckage, taking into the road around the Renaissance District. And you're about halfway towards the shipping container where you're dropping the car.
Hey, there we go. So, is that one car down, one to go?
Well, there are two still chasing you, although you did leave them a ways behind. But as you approach, one of them picks up your tail from this side street.
Beans. This car doesn't come with oil slicks, does it?
Afraid not.
Figured that was too much to ask for.
The garage had a security turret on the outside. I didn't hack that one when we were heading in. I do have some hacks that can handle turret controls. And other buildings may have similar turret systems. So, if I can get on the net real quick, maybe
Cyberspace, not
hack
the net,
it.
different thing.
If I can get on cyberspace real quick and hack a turret, I can tell you which one to drive in front of that will be friendly to us.
Alright.
Hey. Turn one more can to Swiss cheese before we're out, huh?
Hopping into your EMF HUD software, you see a blackout turret concealed underneath the pavement in front of the Ozymandias building here. And you can take control of that before you pass.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, like those numbers.
12. You have control of the turret.
Ozymandias building. Turret's friendly.
Sparky screeches past the Ozymandias building, the cruiser in hot pursuit, and it gets lit up by this turret. The blackout is fairly small caliber, so it's not going to do much against the armor plating of this cruiser. But it's also putting a lot of lead downrange, so let's see if it gets lucky. It does not. It peppers the side of the cruiser, forcing the driver to take evasive maneuvers. And you gain on them, but they're still in pursuit.
Oops,
sorry.
worth a try. Yeah, worth a try. Yeah, better than not doing it.
And around the next corner, you face a Black Lagoon roadblock. A cruiser is blocking the street, and the two MRT guards are out of the car and pointing assault rifles at you.
Bad. Not a fan of that.
Either the idiots that don't know that hover vehicles can fly, or they're actually trying to get us to go up some levels.
Yeah, or they're trying to shoot out hover plates just like we did with them. Alright, I think I got a plan. Yeah, I want to do a vertical U-turn so that we wind up going this way instead. We can route
Upside
around
down.
them. Yeah.
Cool. The other cruiser is coming up behind you now, so that's going to be a bit difficult, but absolutely doable. Roll driving, please.
You're wearing your seatbelt, right? Cool.
Alright. Sparky backflips the Valkyrie, avoiding the roadblock and flying over the cruiser in pursuit. One of the guards in this cruiser is going to fire up at you with an SMG, but Sparky's moving very fast, and the 4 he rolled is nowhere near enough to hit target moving that fast. So this cruiser skids towards the roadblock and you're long gone by the time they can pick up pursuit again. It looks like you're in the clear. The shipping container where you're dropping the car is right around the corner when Sparky receives a call. It's from Cypher, a hacker you know, who sells weapons, software, etc. on the black market. Hey, Spock. Word on the street is that you and Clock got a job to steal a very valuable car.
Yeah, if you can believe it, I'm stealing it right now. What's up?
Well, talk about timing. Well, that kind of merchandise is real hot, but I'm quite interested in it. I got some potential buyers lined up. Thought that might have me a little auction. I don't know what you're being paid for this job, but I'll pay you half the market price of that car. That's $250,000
That's more than we're getting paid for this, right?
That's almost double what you're getting paid.
Yeah, what do you think? Give it to her? Frankly, I'd rather, this guy's too nice to wind up in some other corpo's garage, huh?
So
I'm inclined to agree.
Sell the car to Cypher, give the car to your client, or just take it yourselves. This is a hell of a ride.
I'm inclined to agree, but I also think it might be a very bad idea to have someone at the VP level or higher pissed off at us.
I mean, we already got one of them pissed off at us because we just stole the car.
Fair enough.
Sparky would really want to keep this car, but I think she also knows on some level that if she did, she would never get to rest.
Yeah. It's a hell of a ride, but it's also a hell of a bullseye.
Yeah.
Come on, Spark. With that payday we got coming in, you can buy yourself a very, very nice set of wheels that'll actually be yours.
Yeah. Let's go sell it to Sea-Dog, eh?
Alright. You,
Depends how far he needs us to go for that.
Not very. You're down in New Xing now, and Cypher's shop is just a couple blocks away. You've already lost your tail, so you peel off, leaving your client to await a delivery that will never come, and you make a small fortune selling this car to Cypher. $250,000 between you.
I'd love to see it.
And that is a successful job. If this were an ongoing campaign, Sparky and Overclock probably have to deal with the wrath of the corpo they slighted. But as this is just a one-shot, we can call that a success. Thank you very much for playing with me, Grace and AJ. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and checking out my game.
Always a pleasure.
If you enjoyed what you see, please consider contributing to the Kickstarter. For just £4, you gain immediate access to the 142-page rulebook that contains everything you need to play Cyberpunk Noir immediately. It's just a bit rough around the edges. I recommend that you start at that level, try the game with your friends, see if it's something you enjoy and something that you want to help turn into a polished product. Then if it is, come back at a higher tier where you can reserve a copy of the polished, fully illustrated, and edited PDF for £10, and then for £20, you can get your name in the book as special thanks for really helping make this dream a reality.
Hey, it was a good time. Thank you, as always, for running. And, give Gwillem your money. It's really good. He'll do
Thanks,
a good
Grace.
job.
Thanks, Grace.
He'll hook you up real nice, just the way you like it.
Plug the Q&A, Will.
Oh, yes, I am also doing a Q&A on Thursday, the 27th, at Thursday the 27th of January, this coming Thursday, on the Random Worlds TTRPG chat room. So if that's something you're interested in, look up that chat room, join the community. It looks like a solid community, and I'll be talking about my game for 2 hours on the 27th.
And if that date is in the past by the time you see this, I believe a transcript of that will be up on their website.
Yes, a transcript will be available both on the Discord and on the Random Worlds TTRPG blog. You can look that up on Facebook, or just Google it. I'm sure you'll find it.
Well, I mean, you could put a link to it in the description down below, even.
That's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll put a link in the story.
Thanks, my brain is huge, but I mostly use it for working on cars and thinking about lesbians.
Yes, thank you for reminding me of all the shit I forget, Sparky.
Happy to help. I'm gonna stop existing after this call, so I gotta get it in now.
Yep. Bye.
Ah.